Good morning, my name is Miss Andrews. I'm one of the school counselors at Rochester High School, and we are looking forward to having the 8th graders join us next year on campus. I currently work with the class of 2021, 2023, and next year we'll work with the class of 2025.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Seifer, and I am the other school counselor at the high school. We also have a guidance secretary as well, and we look forward to having you in our building. I work with the class of 2022 and 2024, and in just a few minutes you're going to see our teachers presenting some information to you about their programs, their areas of specialty. And Ms. Andrews and I, we call those pathways, and as we work with you on your scheduling form, you know, English, math, social studies, and science, we're going to be asking you what pathway you choose for your high school career. So please pay attention and listen to our teachers so you can learn about the various pathways.
You might be thinking about next year and how am I going to get registered or signed up for my classes. We will be sending an email to you to gather information about, you know, what classes you want to take, what electives you're going to take next year, what pathway you're interested in. So you and your family will be receiving an email from us.
We look forward to having you, and we are both available to answer any questions you or your parents may have.
Hello, incoming freshmen. I'm Mr. Pearson. I'm the ag teacher here at the high school, and I'd like to share with you some of the opportunities that we have to offer in our department. Perhaps many of you have already had some experience with agriculture at the middle school in 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. We have a lot of different things that we do here at the high school. If you've not had any exposure to agriculture, you might be asking, why should I be interested? Well, I would tell you that agriculture is the single largest employer in our country. So the odds are that you will likely be employed in some area of agriculture in the future. As you come into high school as a freshman, there's basically one course that you can sign up for, and that's Intro to Ag, and that's the freshman class. In that class, we basically explore all the different areas of agriculture, kind of give you some exposure to each, and then as you go into your higher level classes, then you can kind of pick and choose the areas of agriculture that interest you more than others. We're going to show you some other opportunities. We'll show you the ag shop, and we'll show you the greenhouse here in a minute. Here we are in the ag shop. For those of you that really like hands-on type of things, there's lots of opportunities in here for you. One of my favorite classes that I teach is welding. We have state-of-the-art welders, and it's a course that you know, you really genuinely learn a good skill where you could get a good paying job when you graduate if you can master the art of welding. Here we are in the greenhouse area of the ag department. It's pretty empty right now. We are getting fired up though to start our bedding plants. Usually start those in early February. My class does a full-scale bedding plant sale out of the greenhouse. It's just newly remodeled, and this will actually be the first crop to be grown in here since it's been renovated. So again, if you enjoy hands-on, if you like watching stuff grow, horticulture science would be a good class to take.
Hello, I'm Mr. Lau. I teach the engineering here at the high school. As 8th graders coming in, you guys can choose an engineering pathway. One of the classes that you take as a freshman is called Introduction to Engineering Design. In that class, we cover a lot of hands-on activities. It goes from hands-on back to computer-aided drafting, which is CAD. So it kind of goes back and forth as you do a lot of those projects as you go through. One of the big projects for IED is the boat project. That project is actually coming up pretty quick in the class. You take a boat that you design, you take it over to the pool, and we test it out whether it will float. You have to come up with human power, that type of thing. So as you kind of go through things, you can see I'm standing next to this EV cart. The EV cart is a part of a class, one of the senior level classes. We kind of put this together, we kind of build it, and we go out and race it against other teams throughout the state of Indiana. It's what they call the UB World Finals. Actually, race teams from all over the world come and race out. So that's kind of something you have as you kind of move through stuff. It is a sequence as you go through the classes. So you have your first class IED, then you, as a sophomore, you take POE, and then you have some choices whether you want to do civil engineering, manufacturing, aerospace, and then you end up with a capstone class, which is the last class of the senior. One big thing with my classes, they're all dual credit, so they're all credited through Ivy Tech and Purdue. So that's pretty good deal if you're going to use college credits to go on to the next level. So those are some things that I teach as far as engineering goes, and that kind of gives you an idea of maybe what we're doing.
Hi there, my name is Amy Blackburn and I teach biomedical sciences, and there are 4 courses in biomedical science. The first one you would take as a freshman is called Principles of Biomedical Science, and then from there on we have Human Body Systems, Medical Interventions, and Biomedical Innovations. A couple things to mention is if you don't get started on these courses your freshman year, you can always start up later. I do have seniors in the first level course, and I do have some students that are doubling up on courses because they started later and wanted to fit all of them in. So the first class, the one that you would be taking as a freshman, is called Principles of Biomedical Science, and the curriculum is all new this year, and I just love how it's going. It is a full year course, and you would take it at the same time as you would take biology, and you will notice that there's some overlap. So some of the concepts that you're learning in biology you might see again in biomed or vice versa. This class is split into 4 units. And the first unit is called Medical Investigation. So at the beginning, on the first day, we see a dead body in the lab, and we spend time trying to figure out how this person died. So you'll learn about crime scene investigating, forensics, DNA testing, and then we will get into the lessons on autopsies and human body systems. At the end, you'll solve the case and then find out about another death on our campus, and you will use the information that you learned in the first few lessons to solve that. The second unit, which is the one we're doing now in class, is called Clinical Care. So we're kind of pretending the classroom is a doctor's office. Throughout different lessons, we learn about different patients who are coming to visit us through the day. So we walk through that schedule. Some of the topics that we're learning about are medical careers, professional communication, collecting medical history, vital signs, interpreting the results of blood work, and right now we're in the middle of mutations and genetic diseases and how to improve disease risk. The third unit, which we haven't started yet this year, so all of this will be new to me, but it is called Outbreaks and Emergencies. The topics will be investigating a case of mysterious infection and outbreak. The second part of the lesson will be learning about emergency medical responses. The last unit then is called Innovation, and hopefully we'll have time to get to that. For this one, it's investigating innovation in medical device development and exploring innovations in drug delivery. So that's your first year. If you head on to the next ones then after that, I just wanted to give you some exciting labs that you would do. In Biomed 2, we do a cow eye dissection, sheep kidney dissection. We do learn about DNA testing and do an actual forensic lab on bones we find in the park. Biomed 3, we do genetic engineering lab, where we put the gene for the glowing protein from jellyfish into bacteria to make our bacteria glow. We do DNA testing, and we also study the effects of UV lights on yeast cells. So those are just some interesting labs. For Biomed 4, the big lab that everybody loves is our fetal pig autopsy. One more thing before I'm done. Biomed 1 also, so this is as a freshman, you do a heart dissection. So that's usually everybody's favorite thing for the year. So if you're interested in learning more about the human body, if you want to go into the medical field, any type of medicine from dentistry to veterinary science, these are the courses for you. If you don't want to go into those fields but you're interested in the human body, I'll see you next year.
Hey everybody, this is Mrs. Schaefer, and I am the art teacher, and I teach at the middle school and also the high school. And I've been asked to share with you different things that we do at the high school, since this is 8th grade orientation. First thing I want to share with you is if you take my class, you will receive a credit. You probably have taken some of my classes in middle school. And if you have, it will count toward high school credit. And once you've taken the intro to 2D, then you can take any of my other classes. I have advanced art, I have ceramics, I have printmaking, drawing, 3D art, sculpture, and painting class too. And we offer those different times. So you can take any of those classes once you take the intro to 2D. And that's just telling you about my what we do in all the other classes. So I would love for you to sign up for my classes. I'm pretty flexible on getting you signed up in about any period that you want. I do take independent study also. I think that's all. So hopefully we'll see you in my classes. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mr. Lau, and I'm going to introduce a new program that we're going to offer at the high school. It's called Graphics Arts, okay? And so what it is, basically we are going to create a graphics lab. So what does that mean? So that means that we are going to do a lot of graphic design as far as, for example, the football, basketball, all those posters hanging on the wall at the gym. We're going to manufacture all of those. We're going to do all the printing and stuff for the school corporation, as well as exterior things for companies. If you ever got a pin that has a company's name on it, items like that. So we're going to open that lab up. It's going to be brand new equipment. Just a real sample. This is a laser engraver that I have for engineering, but we will have something similar to this, a lot bigger, a lot better scale. But what a laser engraver does is it takes a laser and then it burns the image or whatever you want on your thing. It could be maybe a glass, it could be a pen, it could be anything. This is very simple. Okay, this is a very simple laser engraver engraved on wood. Okay, so that's something that can be done. So it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be brand new. We do not have the classes set up for it, like as we know what classes we're going to take or be able to offer. So it's coming. It's still in development. We do know we're going to offer it. We do know that the equipment has been ordered. And we do know that it is an exciting program to be offered. The teachers are still being lined up for it. I know that I will be a part of it, but I will not teach it there full time. We'll have other teachers that will help with the graphics design. So if you're into, maybe into art, maybe into laying out graphic design or into Photoshop, kind of a liberal arts type of degree you're thinking in college, this would be a great program for you. It's going to show you different things that industry requires as far as graphics and design and what goes into layouts of, simple stuff like menus at a restaurant. So all those things will be available over there. Stay tuned for your guidance counselors for the classes that will be offered.
Hello, future RHS freshmen. This is Mrs. McMillan coming at you. I would like to talk to you just a little bit about your choral opportunities once you come over to the high school. There are 3 choirs: concert choir, which is a mixed choir of boys and girls; Harmonia, which is a women's choir; and then Manitas is the top mixed choir that's also an auditioned choir. If you want to be in concert choir, you don't have to do anything except let Mrs. Gillingham know or let me know that you want to be in that choir. If you wish to be in Harmonia, as a freshman girl, you can audition for Harmonia, and in March, probably right before spring break or else right after spring break, Mrs. Gillingham will have information for you about the auditions. I will come over to the middle school and talk to you a little bit about that as well. Manitas is only for freshman boys. We don't have any freshman girls in Manitas, and it will be the same process. Early March or right after we come back from spring break, Mrs. Gillingham will have information for you, and then I will come over and actually do the auditions with you. Choir at the high school is a lot of fun. You get to be in musicals. We do 4 concerts a year, so I hope you'll certainly think about continuing with your choral music education and sign up for one of the high school choirs. If you have any questions, you can always email me at lisa.mcmillan@zebras.net.
Hi, I'm Miss Beeman. I am the 6th through 12th band director here. If you're already in band, you know me, and if you don't, then it's nice to meet you for the first time. So in band at the high school, we actually have marching band and concert band and pep band. So if you decide to join the band and learn how to play an instrument because you're not already in band, you would get to march at football games and in parades. You get to play your concert band music, which is our sit-down band, and pep band is more for basketball and other sports sometimes in the spring. We also do a variety of other activities like playing at music festivals or other special events in the community. And we are doing everything we can to keep band as safe as we can this year and into the next year. So if that's something that's been keeping you from joining band and learning how to play an instrument with a bunch of awesome people, then you have nothing to fear. And that's about all there is.
Hello, future RHS Zebras. This is Mrs. McMillan. I want to talk to you just briefly about a class at the high school called Theater Arts. You have had, some of you have had some experience with theater, with Mrs. Gillingham. Once you get to the high school, you can actually take a class called Theater Arts. We study a little bit about the history of theater. We learn about improv. We spend a lot of time in the auditorium learning about the stage. You get to go to places in the high school that nobody else gets to go to, all of the secret lighting places and things. So if you are interested in drama at all, want to be in the plays once you're in high school or in the musicals, this would be a great class for you to take. Any freshman can sign up for the class. Just make sure you let Mrs. Cipher or Mrs. Andrews know when it's time to schedule your freshman year classes for RHS. If you have any questions, email me at lisa.mcmillan@zebras.net. Thanks, guys, and hope to see you in the auditorium.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Walkman and I teach the FACS classes at the high school. We have a variety of classes that you guys can take. We have lots of cooking classes. We have something called Intro to Culinary, Advanced Nutrition and Wellness, Basic Nutrition and Wellness. I also teach other classes other than cooking, like interpersonal relationships, child development, consumer economics, and finance. So you need to take all of my classes so you can take Mrs. Snyder's class.
So I'm Mrs. Snyder and I teach some of the nutrition and wellness classes, sometimes child development, it just depends on the year. And my classes are more geared towards juniors and seniors. So all the student helpers that you see in classes are usually through my program, Education Professions. We also have a dual credit college course, Education Professions, that you can take as a junior or a senior or both. And you can get up to 4 college classes completed. And then I also have the internship and work-based learning program where you can leave half day as a senior and go to work, or even just for 2 class periods. So you want to take some of these classes to build onto my classes to take as juniors and seniors. Just to summarize some of the great things you get to do in our class, if you take child development, you'll be working with the little baby dolls that we send home with students. If you take any of the cooking classes, you'll be cooking and you'll get to eat whatever you make. We cook usually about once a week, depending on the class you take. And since we have so many cooking classes, you could actually take up to 4 total throughout your high school career. And then with the finance class, you get to learn how to balance your checkbook, you get to learn how to pay bills, and all those real life skills. I think that pretty much summarizes our classes. They're a lot of fun. I hope you can join us.
Hello, I'm Mr. Wilson. I'm the teacher of Radio TV 1, or ZBN is what we call it. This is the high school course, so some of you might know this from middle school. But basically, in this course, you will be making weekly episodes. We go about every 2 weeks. We're able to get one out, and you're going to do a wide variety of different episodes, from topics in the news to local topics here in school or in the community. We also do like knockoffs of some popular YouTube stuff like Hot Ones or the Pizza Review with Dave Portnoy, different stuff like that. And also we do videos like this, so if anyone in the high school needs a video done, they just ask us and we try our best to give them what they want. So this class is 1 year long, and I mean, as of right now that might change. So
hello, I'm Ryan Johnson, the athletic director at Rochester High School, and shortly you'll be hearing from 2 athletic department interns also. I'm very excited to meet you and hope you get involved in athletics here at Rochester High School. Prior to participating in athletics at Rochester High School, you must have registered on final forms and have a completed physical on file in the athletic department. Visit the Rochester High School webpage and click on the Final Forms link under the Athletics tab at the top of the screen to complete your Final Forms registration. Physicals for the 2021-22 school year must be completed after April 1st of 2021. Once you have a completed physical on file, it is good for the entire school year unless you are told otherwise by our athletic trainer or a doctor. So please plan accordingly. Here at Rochester, we encourage all of our athletes to get involved with our strength and conditioning programs. I would ask that you reach out to your counselor about our strength and conditioning classes and see how you can make one fit in your schedule. Our main form of communication is through email, whether you need to reach us or if we need to reach you, so please be mindful of that. We look forward to meeting you and getting you involved at Rochester High School and in the athletic department. Now, Mercedes and Reese will share some of their personal experiences they've had through athletics at Rochester High School.
Hi, my name is Mercedes Brown and I'm a senior at Rochester High School. My personal experience with athletics at Rochester has been very positive. My sports season have allowed me to learn different things like how to work hard and how to have time management. In soccer, Rochester has never beaten Bremen, and it was my team's goal to beat them. We finally did my senior year, and it was unforgettable. Seeing hard work pay off and celebrating goals that your team has accomplished is the best feeling in the world. After seeing hard work pay off and the feeling it brings, it benefited me because it encouraged me to work hard in everything I do. If you are able to participate in athletics in high school, I strongly encourage you to because high school sports have a lot to offer you.
Hi, my name is Reese Rainey and I'm also a senior at Rochester High School. High school athletics have a very positive impact on you as a person and will teach you skills that you will use for the rest of your life. One of my favorite memories of high school came my freshman year when 3 teammates and I broke a school record at the sectional. This had been our goal the entire season, and to see hard work pay off alongside 3 of your closest friends is something that you will remember forever. Athletics will provide memories and friendships that will last a lifetime.
8th graders, I'm Chris Kiesling, principal of Rochester High School.
And I'm Lori Atkinson, the assistant principal at Rochester High School.
As you can see, the planning begins now. Parents and students, please do not hesitate to reach out to me or Mrs. Atkinson with any questions you may have. We are eager to help in any way we can.
Excited to see you next year.